It's your girl Erika being back with my episode 2 breakdown for season 1 of Run the World. Let's get into this amazing, dope black girl drama. Alright, y'all, so in this episode, we are moving right along with our new fierce, fabulous four that we love so very much, with a focus on Renee and Whitney in this season. In the opening of the episode, we get to see Renee working it out on her husband. Yes, her husband. We did not get to meet him in episode 1, but we are meeting him first and foremost in episode 2 in a failed romp session. They are clearly not in sync. The chemistry is off, and that is shown also in their lovemaking. And I love that Renee is such a hilarious character, but she is able to weave in and out of the serious beats, but then come back to the comedy. She is truly, I think, the glue of this series, as well as the glue of this friend group. Shout out to Bresha, because you are killing it as Renee, honey. But jumping into Renee's story, she is in a marriage with a man who decided to quit his job and chase his dreams, and he was a well-to-do, career-oriented, corporate ladder climbing, beautiful black man, and now he is a dream-chasing, creative, beautiful black man. And it seems like this is not what Renee signed up for, and she has problems with it. Divorce has now been introduced and on the table, even though it feels like they have been having this conversation for a while, because they start out the conversation talking about like, oh, we were both supposed to be trying, and Renee's like, I've been trying, like this was me trying. And in this argument that ensues after their failed lovemaking, she gets to learn that he actually took money from their retirement accounts, from their mutual accounts, and invested into this band that he is managing, that he believes in, without telling her. And he didn't take some of it, y'all. He took all of it, every last bit. Child, the ghetto. Like, I totally get what Lee Davenport is doing with the Renee character. All of these women are powerful, amazing, well-to-do women, right? But it's clear that Whitney and Renee are the more financially upward inclined in the group, and Renee specifically is more upwardly inclined, or financially inclined, in her relationship. And I think the conversation that they're having with Renee in this series is, what does it look like for a black woman, a black wealthy woman, or a woman with money, and a black man who doesn't have as much? I think that that's a conversation that we need to have, but it's a tricky one to have, because I feel like there's always a narrative where powerful, established, wealthy, money-having, ambitious black women get dubbed like we just are out here trying to emasculate men left and right. And it's like, that is not what the goal is, but I also am no longer beholden to the ideal that I need a man to survive, or that I need a man to be able to maintain a certain lifestyle, or any of that type of stuff. So I think this is a very fine line. And y'all, Lee was dancing all over the line in this episode, because there were moments where I was looking at Renee like, girl, don't say that. Why did you do that? Like, what she was saying was very emasculating. But then there were times where I was looking at oh boy, and I was just like, how could you dare? Like, what? On a whole just partnership level, like, you are fucking up the partnership, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing throughout the rest of this season how this power dynamic actually plays out, and if they're going to actually go through with the divorce. One thing that I do want to note is that in this episode, I was not able to tell that Renee actually loved him. Like, I do feel like he might have checked boxes for Renee. Even in the argument, I didn't even get any glimpses of like real true love, or like this was her sweet, like, college sweetheart, high school sweetheart, or just somebody who means the world to her, and the love is keeping her there. I'm just like, girl, like, you literally have a problem with him leaving his job. Y'all have been married for about 5 years. You're ready to get a divorce about money. Like, none of her qualms are like he doesn't love her, he's not affectionate, or he doesn't do all these other things. The real issue is that he doesn't have money anymore. And while it is a huge freaking issue that he took their money and put it into something that he probably is not going to get back, because child, who knows what's going on with this band, but money isn't everything in a relationship. So I was kind of waiting for Renee to say something else as a problem, and that never really arose. So now I'm just like, I don't know where I fall within this relationship and its demise. Like, should it actually end, or were y'all never really compatible to begin with, or is there real love there? Y'all gonna have to work through this just like, any other normal adults do in relationships. Now, I will say this. Old boy was testing. he was definitely testing my patience, so I can understand why Renee was impatient. But I'm looking forward again to seeing what else plays out in reference to their relationship. And then the second focus in this episode, I feel like, was Whitney and her trying to rebound from cheating on her fiance. She is missing out on a time to be able to connect with her fiance's aunts and prep for this wedding because she has to entertain a very powerful, influential client. We get to learn a little bit more about Whitney and how her privilege is manifesting, how she has cultivated a lot of wealth and power and all of that jazz. And unfortunately, she was not able to make it. Personally, I think that she mishandled it because I would have took the client right to the damn dinner with the aunties here. We'd have been sitting right there. He would have been getting all types of New York and African culture mixed in one because he wanted a little time out and he wanted to be with Whitney and he was bringing up her actual wedding. I would have taken him right to the restaurant where they were at, like, look, I have to entertain this client, but I care about this relationship, so I'm here. But instead, she decides to go frolic around, go to dinner in a club with this client who already adores and loves her anyway. So, yeah. I don't think that this wedding is going to wind up happening. Whitney is not all into this, and every chance that she gets, or at least in the last 2 episodes, y'all, because I'm being dramatic, every chance. I've only seen this girl for 2 episodes, but every chance she gets, she's making a note of like what she's missing out on. And it's like, girl, if you really feel like you're missing out on so much, don't get married, because it's only more of the same in reference to this one person from here. If you want to go out here and sleep with other people and frolic and be drunk and do all these other things, then go do that, sis. Now, Sondi and Ella are still very much so important and amazing girls within this girl group, but their stories, I feel like, fell into like the B stories of this episode. Sondi just talks about a failed little sexual exploration romp that she thinks is going to give her pink eye because Matthew might have farted in her face when she was trying to do some extra super kinky stuff. Okay, girl, she's rocking sunglasses half of the episode because of that. And then Ella tries to expand her horizons sexually and sleep with a white person, and that's not her type. And she is reminded that that's not her type when she's actually having sex with him, and he is calling out all types of weird things that she's not used to. She feels this grease in his hair, and she just completely grossed out by the act. And all I want to know is, like, Ella girl, why do you keep sleeping with people? Every episode now you're sleeping with somebody new, and I know that you're running from Anderson, but can we keep the box locked until we figure out what we really want? Because I don't think it's sexist. I am totally here for the sisterhood debriefs at the end of each episode and how they kind of like get together and kiki and chat about everything. I am definitely looking forward to episode 3. That is my episode 2 breakdown. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of last night's episode? How are you feeling about Run the World? Are you watching it? Did you catch up? It is currently streaming on Sunday nights on Starz. And if you missed my episode 1 breakdown, you can check it out right here. I'll link to it in the cards above, the description box down below. I'm your girl Erika, and I post new entertainment television reviews, film reviews, as well as entertainment news every day, multiple times a day, and you should really join the tribe by hitting subscribe. Jump down in the comment section and let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling. I respond to all my comments, and I would love to chat with you. Again, if you missed any of my Run the World coverage, you can check out my playlist right here for all of the Run the World recaps, as well as my recaps for other series if you're looking for something new to get into. I got 2 suggestions for you right here. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.